Hey Aquarius, welcome to the Ferret Den. I am wishkotheferret, and today your reading is going to be for March 6th to March 12th. So if you're Aquarius, Sun, Moon, or Rising, go ahead and connect to your intuition so you can determine which messages are for you, which messages are for others. And how I like to tell people they can do that is to fall into your heart space, turn your awareness to your heart center, and let the dust spiritually, emotionally, and physically settle around and within you, call in your guides, and then sit with it. So I'm going to start in prayer. Also be aware, before we start, there is a full moon in Virgo. So definitely check out the astrological channels and forecasts for that. I don't do those types of deep dives on my channel. I just kind of read for general energies. But it's definitely interesting. If that's your vibe, go ahead. It's full moon in Virgo for March 7th, I believe is what it is. So keep in mind that those energies are at play here. So thank you, Archangel Michael, for surrounding us with a bubble of protection and light. Thank you, angels and spirit teams, for stepping into my space, stepping into our space, helping me facilitate this connection with Aquarius and helping connect us to the highest source, the highest truth, and the highest light, and to help me channel guidance in a very empowering way, in a very calm way, in a very gentle way. So thank you for telling us what Aquarius needs to know for this cycle. Maybe for some of you, bells might be significant. You're taking a step in the right direction, Aquarius. Okay, really something about fire here. Like there's something about firefighters or fire hydrants. They said fire hydrants, so I'm not really sure what that... that feels like a confirmation for some of you. Please start, please start. They're like, please start, please start. Okay, all right. So patience. Patience. I don't know whose energy that's coming from, but have patience. I take my time. But I am getting a little anxious energy here. I'm getting that I just heard water your garden. So definitely take the time to come back to your own energy. With this full moon in Virgo, we do step into this energy of, without taking into account the other planets involved, Virgo is a very practical energy, very detail-oriented energy. It is the type of energy that when we step into, when it's Virgo season, we need to call our attention back to ourselves and focus on where we're putting our energy. It's taking care of our bodies, our physical vessels, and taking care of our mind and where we're putting our mental energy. This is really paying attention to the body and its needs. And I feel like for a lot of you, this is something that we just need to take into consideration. We just need to take it into account. And by you're stepping into the right direction, what I mean is that you have the 3 of Wands and you have the 4 of Wands here as well. And a leap of faith is going to get you there. I didn't mean to pull a card, but Grasshopper Spirit's here to help you go from the 3 of Wands to the 4 of Wands. So the 3 of Wands here means that you've laid the foundation for something. You've laid the foundation, you're kind of seeing it bear fruit a little bit, and you are... Interesting. I heard someone say making a mess of a monster. But it's in like a good kind of way. I feel like this is one of those things where like you're just absolutely crushing it in the best way. And you're just like you're doing what you do best for this one. And the 3 of Wands is somebody who dreams, plans, sets the foundation and gets it done. And I feel like you're setting a wonderful foundation. This is what you're calling in right now for the Four of Wands. I feel like you actually are calling in a lot of success here at this time. I feel like this is something that, you know it well and that you're feeling, and this is kind of a reassurance that you're on the right track, because I'm feeling there's a little bit of unsure energy here, but Spirit wants to reassure you and reaffirm that you are on the right track. You're heavily reliant on your intuition at this time with the Moon, Virgo, and the showing up in your second house with the astrological dice. You're really taking a deep dive into the subconscious here. I feel like you're heavily relying on your intuition here, and you know that you're on the right track. You're falling back on your intuition in terms of what your body needs during this time, and it's manifesting in terms of like this could be because it's in your your second house. It is related to money. So I mean, if you and again, I'm not a financial advisor, so I mean, I can't give you financial advice, and definitely make sure you're in a space to do this. But if you want to treat yourself to a massage, if you want to go out and do like a spa day or something, get your nails done, I just heard, something that makes your body feel good. You don't necessarily need these things to help your body to feel good. Sometimes just sitting in like a reading corner with some candles lit, or I don't know, just going outside and smelling, garden beds or the neighbor's roses or something. I don't know. Whatever it is that you do to find your peace, your intuition is calling you to do those things now and to really fall back on that. Because having like a sense of inner peace is really important for you this week. It's going to be like things are really intense for the full moon in Virgo, and if it's not you in particular that's feeling this intense energy, you're going to be noticing it in everyone else, and they're going to be running around Aquarius. They're going to be running around in circles like chickens with their heads cut off. You're just going to be looking at them like, okay, I mean, I have my shit together, but clearly everybody else is affected. And it's like you're a very calming presence to a lot of people in your life. So I feel like just bringing this energy and helping everybody wind down a little bit. You don't necessarily need to be responsible for these other energies or these people, but their peace is going to aid in your peace. Trust me. Don't let their stress get to you is what I'm saying with that one. You have the Four of Cups here paired with Judgment that popped out at the same time. And the Four of Cups here indicates that something is being offered to you that you are not quite satisfied with. I really feel like some of you are being a little picky and choosy about what it is that's coming into your energy at this time. Somebody is offering you something. It might be too good to be true, but it also might not be. I don't really think you care. I don't think you want to put your energy towards it. This might be a big thing. It might be a small thing. I feel like it's kind of like a medium-sized thing. Like it's not something of great importance. Like, oh, like, here's a place to live, or here's a whole job switch. But there's something here that's kind of, it's not minor. Like, oh, do you want to wear blue or purple today? This is something like medium level. Like something that you might have to invest some time into, that somebody is trying to prepare you for, or they're giving you an option or an opportunity to do something. And while it might be beneficial for you on the one hand, on the other hand, you don't want to put forth the energy to do it. And that is totally okay. Like, you really need to pick apart with your judgments. I feel like that's a really good time for this type of season. I really feel like you can play on this Virgo energy, because Virgo not only is about assessing where we want to put our energy, but it's also trying to be logical about these things, being logical and analytical and looking at the details. So don't be afraid to pick it apart and, judgment card, judge. Then, like, I hear some spirits say, like, I hear someone say, like, do it. And then, like, some others are like, eh. Like, I hear the indecision. I feel the indecision. There is a tendency to want to do it. But I just heard it's a minor influence on your life. So don't invest too much time and energy into trying to figure out whether you want to take the opportunity or not. I feel like you kind of know where you want to go with that. But, you can afford to take it if you'd like, and you can also afford to not. You be the judge of that. The Spirit's like, it's your choice. Everything is our choice. But Spirit's like, you'll be okay either way. So it is a call to action. It's just up to you if you want to take it. The Nine of Pentacles, you're grooving in your own garden is exactly what I'm feeling. You're grooving, you're moving, and you're grooving in your own garden. And I feel like you're really again, this is just an energy of really trying to find your inner peace and trying to come back to a peaceful state of mind. Don't try to rush through anything. You don't have to go through anything super slow, but I feel like you're really creating something good here. Whatever it is that you're manifesting right now, you're creating something good, and I think you just need to stick with it and just keep trusting. It might be kind of a weird time to see everybody else freaking out like this, and maybe you might be feeling some of that hyped up energy too. I feel like you're aware that it's just a weird week, or that like you're very understanding, like other people's energy might be concerning you, but you know, Spirit's like, don't let it escalate within you, because it's not your energy. Ask yourself, does this emotion belong to me? And if the feeling fades, then it wasn't yours to begin with. It was somebody else's, and you paid too close attention to it and took on too much of that energy. So that's a good psychic exercise you can do if you're like, I don't know if you identify as an empath or if you're a highly sensitive person. That's something that works a lot. But even if you don't, I feel like it's just a very good exercise to get your mind back onto, you know, your own energy and how you feel in your body, rather than focusing and getting into somebody else's mind and their energy and sensing their stuff. Okay, because I feel like you can have a habit of doing that, but I feel like I don't know, Aquarius, you feel kind of discerning, so I feel like you don't have too much of a problem with it, but you know, just something to keep in mind that could help you with this cycle. You have parrot spirit, watch your words. So the things that you're saying sometimes echo back to you in different frequencies that can feel uncomfortable. So if, let's just say, like maybe you say something to yourself in the morning, for example, when you first wake up, you don't really like something, something about it's cloudy or like it's crowded. I don't know which I heard, but let's say something is just like some kind of icky energy is crowding your mind, and then like you let it go. You're like, oh, whatever. Like it's just kind of sitting in your energy. You're not really addressing it. And then later on in the day, somebody echoes it and you feel it twice as strong because that thought was sitting in your mind already. And maybe it's because you've spoken it out loud and given it some power. So she shouldn't be afraid of our thoughts. But sometimes, like, let's say you spoke that out loud in the morning and then it echoed back to you, and it almost feels more real or more, it just feels like it echoes back stronger. And you shouldn't be ashamed of this. Spirit's like concerned, they're like coming through, like, I mean, Spirit is never concerned, but they're coming through like in like a concerning tone, and they're like, oh, like tell them not to feel ashamed by this. Like, you don't have to feel ashamed. Like, you're not creating every single energy that comes into your life, and you don't have to worry about, it's not the blame game. Like, who's responsible for creating this energy? That's not how it works. I mean, like, energy is constantly in flow, whether you like it or not. It might feel good, it might feel icky, but energy is energy, and that's just what it does. You are like a master manipulator of energy, is what I just heard. So I feel like you can take this icky energy and turn it into something positive. I feel like this is something like, it's not energy coming from you, it's not affecting you, it's just other people around and other people experiencing their highs and lows that really could be getting to you. But you just need to watch your words. I mean, like, really try to be understanding at this time and try not to overspeak or try not to say certain things. You just need to be mindful. You might be like on the fence about something, or like in an argument that other people are having or whatever. You might I literally just see you balancing on a fence and just kind of walking along. I feel like you're very good at balancing on this fence, though. I'm not sure if you have too much of a problem getting across to the other side and hopping off of this fence, so you don't have to be careful. But be choosy about which words that you use, because again, that energy echoes back to you. So you want to be saying like more, I'm not even saying like false positive things, or like what's not fake positive, toxic positivity. Like, you don't want to do stuff like that, and by saying things that you don't mean. But really focus on the things that do fill your heart up and things that you do appreciate, so that you can start seeing that echo in your life sphere, that you can start seeing that echo in the world around you, because you're really, I don't know, I just feel like that's going to help you manifest and go from 3 of Wands to 4 of Wands, to move through to like to step higher and higher and higher. Not through the actual tarot wand energies, but to me that just feels like you're just climbing higher and higher and higher, and you're just building more abundance into your future by doing what you're doing. Just keep doing it. But in the meantime, watching your words around other people, watching your words in terms of manifesting for yourself. Also, butterfly spirit, transformation is beautiful. Just be like, Spirit is calling into awareness the challenges that you're facing, and they understand that it's tough. They understand that this is hard for you. And I don't think this reading has come about as in like, it hasn't really described too many challenges here. I am like, I feel like you're a very capable energy right here. Like you're very capable. I'm not going to say you have your shit together because that comes with a lot of like stereotyping, and I'm not really like trying to get into like that, but what I mean to say is that you're a very emotionally intelligent Aquarius, and that you have your, like, I guess, emotional shit together. Like, you still have your struggles and you have your perils, but I feel like you have overcome so many challenges at this point that whatever this is that's happening right now, it's nothing. It does wear on you, and, you could exhibit signs of wear and tear if you're not careful and if you get too invested in everything else around you and everyone else around you, but it's almost like, okay, so I just heard there's like an ache in your gut. Like, I don't know if you're okay. So I'm just getting this image of this spider that's spinning its web. You're working on something, you're working on a project, and it's almost like you're getting kind of weary of that this project is not launching, or it's like taking longer than necessary or longer than you feel is necessary. It's all happening in divine timing, by the way, Spirit wants to say. But it's almost like, it's almost like you're like, how do I want to say this? It's like you're stepping into this energy of change, and what's changing is what's changing here is your energy and your frequency. It's just you're stepping into this space of, I just heard hollow gratitude. So maybe you have gratitude practices, but they're not actually full. I'm not saying you're not doing them right, but really making sure that you are echoing like things that you love, and really getting into a space of loving when you do your gratitude practices, or when you notice things that you love. Like, if you want to say I love you, if you want to say thank you, do those things, and that way you can go into your heart space and feel it when you say it, because that is a moment of expression. That expression is a moment of joy, and that moment of expression connects you a lot closer with the feeling of love, and helps calibrate your energy so that you can manifest more wonderful things. What's going to make your life easier at this time is the abundant universe will provide. So just trusting that Buffalo Spirit is here to take care of you, that Spirit is here to say, we understand your perils, we understand your struggles, but you know what? Like, it will, like, you're going to win out in the end, and you're going to be receiving miracles. I just heard miracles. So expect them, believe them, they're yours. You just need to call them in and accept them. Stepping into a space of love is going to help you, like, receive more of those miracles that Spirit is trying to offer you. With that being said, Aquarius, I feel like you got it under control, and Spirit wants to acknowledge your hard work so far, that you're doing great, that the challenges that you're overcoming, have no fear. I feel like you don't really have fear, but like you can do it. Like, you're strong enough. Spirit said you're strong enough, and they're assuring you that you're strong enough. So you got it all under control. Let's see if there's any angel dice for you here before I send you on your way, Aquarius. 907. The answer you are seeking is already within you. Don't underestimate the wisdom of your soul. Listen, and you will hear what you need to know. Again, the answer you are seeking is already within you. Don't underestimate the wisdom of your soul. Listen, and you will hear what you need to know. I don't know if that needs much more elaboration, Aquarius. So with that being said, Aquarius, thank you so much for tuning in. If this resonated with you in any way, go ahead and like and subscribe down below so you don't miss any more content from me. And also, I forgot to mention this earlier, but I am launching a Patreon sometime next month. I am just working really hard at it in March. So if you wanted updates on that, subscribing will help you keep up with that. I will start posting in the community about it once I start getting my shit together with that. So nothing but the best of luck and love for you, Aquarius, and I hope to see you next time. Love you.